Hey guys!
Welcome to the finale of our Gen 5 review.
Well, we still have one more video after this.
Yeah.
Don't we?
Yep, let's just say it's not going to be as long.
But welcome to the video. Welcome to the review you've probably been waiting for.
Yep.
Or Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. Now, as I mentioned, in Game Freak development, it was kind of interesting. In Game Freak, rather than wanting to expand and wondering what would happen, what characters' lives would be after the events of the game. Mm-hmm. Instead of just making more of the same. There was actually a trademark for Pokemon Gray.
I'm implying that was a consideration at some point.
But that was ultimately cancelled.
In favor of this.
Yes, I think the decision was for the better.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's begin with that. Let's begin with the game story and protagonists. It's actually, well, first off, you obviously taking place set 2 years after, or the games, 2 years after Black and White. Right, the game, there are new protagonists. The trainer mysteriously disappeared. You're with no mention or appearance. In fact, it's very weird. But anyways, let's rate them, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. And believe it or not, they actually oh boy, the hype for the games were absurd. Game Freak released an animated trailer showing you what the game was. As in everyone had voice acting.
Including Nate.
Yep.
Wow.
Who had Goku's voice.
Yeah. Nate is fucking Goku!
Yeah. And then Hugh, I'm pretty sure, was voiced by Sonic, was the voice was Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah.
It was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sam did establish what my team members would, how my team would be.
Yeah.
But let's not delve into that. But here we go. Let's rate the protagonist, shall we? Correct.
Yeah.
This is for the male option, and this is Nate. This is Nate. A character with an established team.
Yeah.
Even from the animated trailer.
Yeah. It was established team.
It was Embor or
Arcanine Lucario.
Oh, and I obviously made that at half of my team.
Yeah. Along with the addition of Flygon.
A gentle, snappy.
Yeah.
Volcarona, who didn't help at all.
Archeops.
Which I replaced my Volcarona with.
And last but not least,
Zoroark. But we'll go into that. How about Nate? What do you think of his design?
I love him!
Yeah. So wearing the traditional hat. Wearing a traditional hat.
It was more of a sun hat.
Than anything. I'd rate him a 10. And then... awkward.
Yeah.
Or Rosa.
Yeah.
The one with the weird hair.
Why is her hair balls? No, seriously.
Can I squeeze them? They're so bouncy and round. Can I squeeze them?
No!
You, one...
what? Grabs hair. What?
Yeah! What the fuck is going on? And 2012 was also Alex's sandwich and cereal phase. A phase of listening to watching Sandwich and Cereal and Second Place Eagle.
Yeah.
Oh,
both of you defined our childhood on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know if they're still around.
But if you are and you're somehow watching this we love you guys.
Yeah, you shaped you shaped your childhood. So, but anyways, what do you think of Rosa?
I love her.
Yeah.
10.
And just screams what Unova is.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, you have a new rival. Wait, what's that?
You can name him!
And this is the last time you could do this.
Ever.
Yeah, and yeah. Not even in Gen 6 and 7 let you do that.
Right.
It may have to do with the fact that you have multiple rivals.
Nowadays.
It is correct.
Yeah.
So, anyways, is Q, aka Quillfish hair. That's literally what everyone calls him.
Yeah.
His hair is a fucking quillfish.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just a little history. Alex actually got got the game ends a week after launch. Correct?
Yeah.
Launch. So the game actually ends in a new location that was originally just grass in the first game, in Aspertia City. Aspertia, I don't really care. Aspertia.
Mm-hmm.
You leave your house, you get your starter from, no, not the professor,
Bianca.
Who actually got a new redesign.
And crazily enough.
And then you set out on your journey. You can catch a real early on Train with Holder, or things are much less, linearity is less of a problem. You can still move along at your own pace. You can explore areas. Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, you can still explore the area as at your own pace. It's all being dragged along. And you also, I'm gonna bring this up. There are actually 3 new gym leaders.
Yeah.
Well, your first gym leader is actually
Karen, so
Aaron, and no need to go over him.
Yeah.
And other than that, and he's a teacher now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The next gym leader, may or may not be a drug addict.
Roxy.
Yeah. Yeah. May or may not be a drug addict. It's P-O-K-E-M-O-N. Pokemon.
Okay, stop.
Yeah, that's literally the gym.
Yeah.
You have to fight all the trainers. Or
So that they stop singing.
stop singing!
As Jack would put it.
Damn it, that was an awful boy impression.
Stop singing!
Yeah. But what would you rate Roxy?
10.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, 10.
Remember, kids, drugs are not awesome.
Yeah, acoustic guitar are shipping. Do you hear me?
Roxy X Rosa.
Yes. And well, things have also changed. I mean, for one thing, probably the biggest troll of all,
Yeah.
going into what you think is Elise as a gym, and however, remember?
Yeah.
However, it proves it to be worthless. It's because all you get is a TM from that. And they say that this used to be the gym. No doubt in my mind that this is tricked everyone. And the real gym is not. It said the real gym is some dance hall.
Yeah.
Oh, and oh my god. Yeah, and at least I got got another redesign. And now has that. And now, yeah, you remember the redesign, right?
Yeah.
Wearing that big yellow coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa was the only old gym leader to actually get a redesign. So then you. I thought you'd have more to say. Here. But then you move on. But another new addition is this is where you can bring up Clay.
Oh boy!
So, okay, I was playing on normal mode.
Yeah.
Oh, I was playing in the game normally. I had a bitch of a time. Had to do some tedious grinding for red shards to teach each my Lucario Ice Punch. But just some chance.
Yes, against Clay.
Excadrill took out nearly all my Pokemon except Mac. That was my Lucario, by the way. Yeah, I don't know why Alex gave him in that game. I mean, he never really told me.
I know.
Okay, but anyways. So then, okay, dude, you were gonna explain.
Yeah.
Excadrill, I thought Excadrill was gonna kill me with Bulldoze.
But it used
Rock Slide
instead.
on a Steel Fighting type.
And needless to say, he won that battle because of the AI.
I was questioning in the logic.
Yeah.
If there. Really? I was so clueless. Which now wasn't I.
Yeah.
I was questioning my own logic there. Wasn't I?
Yeah.
What? How the fuck What? How? And then came the headcanon that Clay, something happened in between those 2 years. And Clay turned retarded. I don't know, maybe he hit his head on a rock.
Yeah.
Maybe a rock fell on his head, and he somehow survived that, and it became stupid. That's at least what I think happened. And there's actually a new gym leader, or at the end, or a new 8th gym leader.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Marlin.
Yeah, a new. By the way, that's not his skin in color.
Apparently, it's just a tan based on the fact that his feet don't have a brighter skin tone.
Yeah. Also, the funniest thing can happen. After you beat him, he can just shove you out of the way and swim off into the sun unsaid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just leaves. Also, this is something I never mentioned. Mentioned about TMs.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. You can't sell these? Wait a minute. Holy shit.
Yep.
TMs are infinite. And wait, why don't they tell me that I can use an HM outside of HM with a specific holy shit!
Yep.
Yeah, you can use HMs without needing a badge. Edge for it, correct?
Yeah.
However, the trading in issue wasn't fixed, right?
Yep.
By that I mean you still need to beat your first gym in order to trade.
Yeah.
They presumably did this so the player couldn't get trade starters or aid to get the other starters. And I didn't mention this feature, or memory link. What is that, you may ask? It's, very interesting. If you use this feature, or connect your game into black or white, depending on your version, you will actually, certain characters will tell you things.
Yeah.
Certain characters will just result in a flashback. I can play a by far one of the saddest tunes in the game.
Yeah.
In Gen 5.
Yeah, what was the tune called?
Unwavering Emotions. Sometimes they make sense. And it's like dealing with the fallout of Team Plasma, and in Team Plasma, and released his Pokemon on, for example, or others don't even need to be a memory link. Yeah, and in the post-game aim you can revisit, you can open up the older areas of the Unova, correct?
Yeah, allowing you to visit Maxine.
You can even you can listen to a very depressing fate of Strighton's gym.
Basically, they lost their status as
gyms after losing to the Shadow Triad.
They resigned after losing to the Shadow Triad. Badly.
So much they wanted to quit it, just turn it back into a restaurant. Just turn Strighton Gym into a restaurant. Mm-hmm. Others don't make any sense as to why they have to be even be a memory link. Berg hit an artist block went to Lenora, and then they started talking about bones. And if this is a prime example of unfitting music,
Yeah.
what is this? Can just make you laugh. Correct?
Yeah.
But others, your first memory link with N, involving N, where you talk to a breeder who then disappears.
We're still doing a video! Okay.
There are also some other things you can do.
We didn't discuss the story yet.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about the story.
Yeah.
2 years after, or Black and White.
Yeah, and we never discussed Team Plasma.
Yeah, Team Plasma's back now as pirates. It's now they have their own leader.
Gets us.
Well,
kind of.
Well, before that, they reveal it's this dude, this little shit.
Chorus.
You fight him twice, and you're not even aware that he was part of Team Plasma
Until later in the game when
Amy, he deliberately helped you.
Yeah. Because he hates Getsus. He only worked for Team Plasma because he was at a tough place in his life. Life and needed money to continue.
Yeah. Thankfully, he got a better job in Gen 7, and for better, probably for less crazy organization.
Hey, I said less crazy, not completely insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Getsus is back and is out for blood. Unfortunately, he can't get his revenge.
Unfortunately?
Fortunately for him.
No, for us.
For us, he can't get his revenge because, yeah, Hilbert mysteriously he disappeared. Yeah, he's nowhere to be seen in the game. Yeah, he's not even a super boss.
That would have been so cool.
It's his goal this time. Freeze the Unova region. By using what you may ask. Well, okay, this is when I said we wouldn't discuss QREM.
And in the previous video.
Because he's a huge part of the game.
And he's part of that server.
And QREM had the story of being an alien that crashed into the giant chasm.
Yeah. And that was
and he ate whoever came in near.
Now, flat out leave the chasm and to go into town and eat people at night.
I don't know how this is. You're even told this in Black 2 and White 2.
Yeah.
And then you hear the story from Drayden that QREM was actually once part of the original Dragon.
Yeah.
And what Alex should only assume is God tier. It would be incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
However, as the story went, and two brothers is argued over truth and ideals, and it split.
And the dragon split from Strath.
Yes, QREM was that.
QREM was the empty husk left behind.
And hence why it looks so incomplete. But QREM and just like that, and QREM, however, you actually get to witness QREM and complete half of its transformation
by absorbing one of the other.
Okay.
So let's go over all three of QREM's forms.
Base form isn't
nothing
that
special, huh? Well, but it certainly looks pretty cool.
By the way, Alex, talk about this experience you had.
Which one?
Oh
boy, how I discovered QM.
Well, he heard, or he was looking on Bulbapedia and saw that, and what did you say?
Yeah.
Hey, oh, that looks awesome.
I'm gonna catch it. And I looked up. Hey.
He went. However, he looked everywhere and didn't know where to find it.
So I looked up where to find the giant chasm. I found it.
It
took me for like a week to finally catch Kyurem.
Yeah, Kyurem is actually the highest leveled, or was actually the highest leveled legendary you could legitimately encounter.
Yeah.
Level 75.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, well, it's not really worth anything. However, you're given in the and by the way, there was actually a scrapped item, a cut item in Black and White's code.
Oh, the Godstone.
No, not the Gray Stone.
The Godstone.
And presumably, this would be you who's returned QM into its original state.
Yeah.
8. However, I'm assuming Game Freak feared that this thing would be too strong.
So they didn't include it.
Alex brought up a 3-stage age transformation.
A proposal here. The first stage is an incomplete forced stage.
That gray one I have.
The second stage is for mutual agreement between the three legendaries.
And then the final form
is perfect harmony between the three of them.
Yeah, I also made something for Zygarde and Necrozma. Rest in peace, Zygarde.
Yeah.
But what do you think of Black and White Kyurem?
Awesome!
What your opinion on Kyurem?
One of my favorite Pokemon. On 10.
Yeah, I'll give it. It's not too bad. 10.
Yeah.
And then remember how I mentioned the forces of nature weren't really
anything special in the original.
They were just your Tornadus and Thundurus were just your roaming legendaries. And they were fucking pathetic to track. All you had to do, go to a route with rain aim, where it was raining, where it was harsh rain, and then boom, you'd find walk around and boom, you'd find it. To get Landorus, you had to have both in your party, or to go to the Abundant Shrine, fight at some trainers, and try and catch it. In Black 2 and White 2, there's a $3 or add-on.
Yeah.
Onto the full experience.
Yep.
It's for the 3DS.
Yeah.
Pokemon Dream Radar. It's a nice little distraction, and well, being a little time consuming. And this was actually the introduction into a character, to a key character, or to a side character, or in Sun and Moon. And ladies and gentlemen, Professor Burnett. This is where Burnett came from.
Believe it or not.
And this is where you learn a bit about her history. She attended the same in college as Juniper and Fennel.
Yeah.
Good night!
We will! And she studied the dream.
And Xander hires you to take you for this task.
Yeah.
Asked to find the forces of nature in their Therian forms. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, these things are no longer lazy reskins into different types.
These forms make them truly amazing. Even though Landorus Incarnate form is probably one of the most broken Pokemon of all time.
Landorus T's still broken.
Yeah, Landorus Theory is also almost as broken as Incarnate.
But it actually gave a Thunderous and Tornadus something to do. Yeah. Well, not so much for Tornadus.
Yeah.
It still kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But what do you think of their new forms?
Awesome.
10.
Yeah, bleach.
Oh, just keep it down. I'm going to. Okay, so another interesting thing you can do. Oh, that's not all. You can catch a fuck ton of legendaries. Wait, how do you change form? You're wondering. Well, if you transfer one of them or all three of them, and then go to the Abundant Shrine, someone will give you this item. What is it?
Yeah.
The Reveal Glass. It changes their form. It changes their form. On the fly. Correct?
Yeah.
Also, Dream Radar is not just us limited to catching in the Ethereum form. Yep. You can actually catch all of the Gen 4 mascots.
Yep. That means Ho-Oh, Lugia, Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina.
I got Ho-Oh, Lugia, and Giratina.
But Palkia would have set off my OCD since I lost my copy of Diamond.
I mean, years ago.
Years ago at a hotel. And I never got it back, obviously.
Yep. So, and that's really cool. Alex is planning in ahead of using Ho-Oh, Lugia, Giratina, the Force of Nature, and the Serperior.
Well, I'm not using Giratina on my team.
Well, no, of course you're not. That already takes up 5.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be. It will be very broken, but I'll still have a weak spot because as most of my team is flying type.
But still, Giratina at level 5.
Yeah.
If you've beaten the game, they'll be at level 40.
But yeah, I'm gonna start my game and have a full team of 6.
Yeah. So, but I think I didn't bring up the massive post game. First off, I mentioned there's a feature there's a new feature. I didn't mention this.
Yeah.
The PokeStar Studios. This is a room. This is a new area where you can surf on the tree. For some reason.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. And what else can you do? Well, my friend, glad you asked.
Yep.
What can you do?
You can record movies!
And what do you get for all of that? Bragging rights.
Yeah.
I didn't bother with this, but it's a really cool idea. Yeah, you can play out several scenarios. Oh, look at that! It's Bryson Man.
Yep.
And he's apparently a Pokemon as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryson Man's also a Pokemon. I forgot to mention that. Iris is now the new champion in here. Ever since, well, older retired, and yeah, like I said, the previous protagonist went missing.
Yeah.
And so Iris stepped in.
Yeah.
And it comes completely out of nowhere. And it's such a surprise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, something I didn't mention is a new gameplay feature. Difficulty modes. Oh yes, you did just hear me say that.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty is. However, it doesn't work like you think.
Yeah.
How does it work? Finally, you start the game on normal mode, Odin, and unless you linked with someone else who already beat the game, you have to beat the game and unlock easy and challenge mode. Correct?
Yeah.
And then you transfer keys. Is the other player. It's kind of stupid that at these difficulty options don't unlock from the start. And good God, I hate the fans that keep asking for this. Maybe Game Freak didn't want it on add it back because of how they pulled it off.
Yeah.
Off. Yeah, they never realized that.
Yeah.
It was a total mess.
Yes, and really affected the hardware. And kind of caused a few glitches.
Wait, it did?
Yeah, there were a few overworld glitches involved in the Pokemon Fall. Yeah. And those could only presumably get way worse. And plus, the collision on their models would be horrible.
Dude, Pokemon following you is not what I'm talking about.
What?
I'm talking about the difficulties.
Oh.
Is what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on. But either way, a difficulty, knowing how it was executed will most likely never return. Yeah. And it won't stop people from bitching and whining in online. And there's also the Pokemon World Tournament. Might not sound like much, but what does it let you do?
It lets you fight past trainers.
There's every champion and gym leader. Yeah. It's absurd. Nothing like this would ever be done until the battle tree.
Yeah.
Where you could fight past trainers.
Yeah, the battle tree was nothing compared to this.
You had every gym leader or
champion.
Even Red decided to show up.
Yup.
But I'm ignoring the huge part. Oh God. The post-game.
Alright.
This part is fucking huge.
The post-game is extremely expansive.
I mean, first off, you got the Unova challenge. And, well, it opens up after you beat Alder. And then his grandson, Angus shows up.
Yeah.
Up and says he just cleared the Black Tower or White Tree Hollow. Yeah, that's something we never brought up. Black City in White Forest.
Mm-hmm.
It's for things you could do. Places you can visit. Black City, buy expensive things, I guess. Buy some of the most expensive things ever.
Yeah.
What the fuck? White Forest was actually better.
Yeah.
Remember why?
Why again?
You could actually catch past Pokemon depending on who was there. This is actually how it's caught an Oddish the first time. And he named it Best!
Followed by a 6 exclamation points.
The name now would be Bestie.
Yeah, I decided to start calling my Oddish Bestie.
This is where he got his love for Oddish.
Yeah. And by extension, Blossom. I prefer the two evolutions.
Also, did I mention in that's how he actually saw... Also, did I mention QM's two signature moves, Freeze Shock and Ice Burn, were in Black and White's code, and Odin, by chance... Look at this.
Yeah. Metronome could give you...
Metronome could actually give it to you.
Yeah.
Ooh, and that's just plain ridiculous. metronome could give you these unheard of moves.
Yeah.
Moves. Also, QRM at the time took a title of most signature moves.
Yeah. Zygarde now has a title.
Or 4. QRM had 3. Zygarde has 4. But the post-game involves in the Strange House. This place is just plain unsettling. You see some freaky ghost girl. Mentioning how she's in a nightmare. Aaron, this is actually a nice reference. To a little Easter egg in black and white.
Crayon.
If you go to the Marvelous Bridge, you can talk to a goat. You see a girl standing. You see a girl standing at the edge, and then trying to interact with her. Talking to a lady, he reveals that this ghost girl used to play there with her abrupt.
Yeah.
However, just disappeared one day.